I was like, oh, shit,
I,
did it.
you know,
I'm
you
like,
know,
you can get up here any day. Anyways,
let me say something.
Dr.
Yeah.
Olson is his name. And, um, well, yeah, he got up on the
Let me
bus
show you
like a couple
something.
weeks ago. I asked
RBI.
Loser
for
buys
Beth to come
dinner.
out, and he came out. And I thought he was like a vice principal or something. I had no clue. Or another teacher. Well, I asked Kyler today. I'm like, who
Yeah.
is that? Because I could not. I heard him say Mr. Olson to Dr. Olson.
Yeah.
I'm like, who? Once again, Dr.
Yeah,
Olson.
I think I accidentally did that.
And I'm like, that's so weird. I said, is he a teacher? He goes, no, he's a superintendent. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's like, yeah, that's Miss Beth. That's her boss. And I'm like, oh, yes, it is. Oh boy.
It says this right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a good looking
And
man. Um, but like
I'm gonna show
he
you.
came up and he made the comment that day. I mean, it was a good
I'm
conversation.
gonna
He
show
goes,
you
you know,
to get the island.
we pulled the video
Island.
and pulled the video and pulled the video off of this bus. And he goes, there's nothing there. These accusations are being made because she kept whatever she was accusing Michael of, and then she made a comment at school the one day about to her friend, and he overheard it. Dr. Olson overheard the conversation. Um, yeah, Harley was talking to one of another student, and she's like, I just don't understand why there's a male. How did I don't understand why
Fire
there's a
golem.
male monitor on the bus that
Fire
that
golem.
talks to young girls. What? And Dr. Olson told me this, and he goes, she knows the words and she knows how to use them. And those trigger words are those, well, like, you know what I'm trying to say. It's those key words that she knows what they are and she knows how to use them. And he goes, I'm not buying it. And so on and so forth. And I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah.
all this bull crap within the last couple of weeks, like, Melissa's not wrong about how Robbie's been talking. It is inappropriate and it needs to stop. Yes, within like
Right now, I have my 4-year-old. He's in pre-K and he is working on tracing his
yeah.
letters. He's really into learning how to write right now and learning his alphabet. We
And this
love
is what
ABC
the other
Mouse. It's
direction
so interactive and it covers every base. They have math, they have
I don't
reading,
either.
grammar,
Since he
you
got
name it,
since
they
he was
have
arrested,
it. And he just got more
like
points.
that's when it's really gotten
Yeah.
bad because he's always like, I'm okay with crude dad jokes, like few and far between. Like, yeah, there's been times where I like, and I had to like check myself because I sent. There's been times where, and this has happened twice. I sent like a joke or something to Edwin. I figured I think I just crossed the boundary. I'm like, I think I crossed the line. I apologize. I said, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have. That was uncalled for. Because I just felt weird after the fact. I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. But it ended up, everything was okay. But Robbie has taken it to another whole level.
Okay.
And I was trying to explain to Chris this afternoon. I said, there's no other way to explain it other than, I said, I could just open my phone and show you. But I'm like, I don't have time. I said, I'm ready to go home. I got stuff in the crock pot that I need to turn my crock pot down. And I'm just like, I'm just ready to be done. I want to get off my bus. He's in my bus. I'm just done. And he goes, well, has he said anything to you today? And I'm like, no, he hasn't. I said, that's the honest truth. I said, he did apologize to me on Friday because Melissa ripped him a new one. Friday at noon on her midday. Melissa confronted him. She said, I don't appreciate the way you've been talking. She goes, I don't like it and it needs to stop. What? Not in those exact words, but that's the gist of it. Well, he got on my route, that PM route, and bitched about that the whole time. And he's like, well, she's just lucky that I don't turn around and take her down with me. I'm like, what? Well, she drives like a bat out of hell, and she's always throwing kids up against the windows. Their heads are hitting the window, and they're falling out of the seat on the floor. And I'm like, now wait a minute. If that, we all know that Melissa drives like a bat out of hell. That is not even up for discrepancy. We all know that. She flies everywhere she goes. But, yes, I'm like, if that was the case, and I told Chris this afternoon, I said, I'm going to tell you right now, I said, I'm going to call bullshit right here. I said, I do know that Melissa drives like a bat out of hell. I said, I've ridden with her. I see her. We all know this. But, I said, if he was that concerned about the kids' safety, why has he not said something? That's something that you should report immediately. Yes, you should have said something immediately, not because she got on your case about something that you were doing and she asked you to stop and rubbed you wrong. And so now you're pissed off and you're lashing out. Well, I'll show her. That's what this is. It's a tit for tat. And I said, that's bullshit. I said, that's not the case. I said, and I will not stand up for Melissa's driving 9 times out of 10. I said, but Melissa's not wrong here. Melissa did not do anything to warrant this. That's all. That's all. I don't either. And now he got on my bus Friday afternoon and he was bitching about Melissa. And he's like, well, I'm going to tell you right now. He's like, I owe you an apology. And I was like, for what? He's like, well, if I've ever made, you know how I tell all these jokes and I send you these jokes? And I was like, yeah. Well, I'm sorry if they made you feel uncomfortable. And then he proceeded to bitch about Melissa.